Greetings! It's my first day right out of quarantine, and since it's Sunday morning, why not let's go to church in this beautiful London weather. Today we are going to head to Westminster Abbey from my flat in South Kensington. Today's journey will take us across from the borough of Kensington and Chelsea to the eastern neighborly borough of Westminster. London actually has 32 boroughs, and it's going to be my first time taking the London Underground as well. And as you can see on screen, Westminster literally means church in the west. So it's going to be a quick hop from the nearest tube station called Gloucester Road, and we're going to go to, I guess, well, Westminster. So welcome to Gloucester Road, and as a nerd to trains, I am extremely excited about my first time being on the London subway system. Today we are going on the Circle or District lines on their newer trains. They're called the S7, built by Bombardier, as you can see on screen. And these lines are also known as the subsurface lines, as opposed to the deep level lines in London, where they have smaller trains, more cramped areas, and the air is a bit tighter. To be honest, there was a culture shock here, as I was quite confused on where the trains were coming into the station. And as you might know, I came from the US, where people drive on the right. But here people drive on the left, so therefore things are more left door placed, if you will. So it's a Sunday morning, and there's actually quite a decent amount of people. And here we are at London's Victoria Station. This is one of the larger stations in London as it connects to the National Rail. So very similar to Grand Central or Penn Station in New York, if you know what I mean. And the other stations that comprise of this National Rail network is King's Cross St. Pancras, as featured in Harry Potter, and also Waterloo Station. And there's actually a bunch more that I don't have the time to list out right now. So here we are at Westminster, and the journey took about 25 minutes, but from here it will be a quick walk to the Abbey. So I guess if you want to know why it's called the Abbey, that's because it is a place where monks used to meet up and work there. So, I mean, that is as opposed to a cathedral in Catholicism. But I guess now it is a church. The Abbey is just there for formalities. The House of Parliament is also located here, which I actually did not know prior seeing that sign, so it is actually pretty cool, which also means that the Big Ben Tower is also going to be nearby. However, it is actually being renovated, and it will be complete in a few months in Q2. So here we are at the northern facade of the Abbey, and if you might want it to expect that it is the largest facade, it really is not. It's not the main one, because Westminster is designed in a Latin cross, where the horizontal is longer, if you will, than the vertical. So that right there, as we just saw, is the northern facade, and we're going to walk to the main entrance, which is actually the western facade. Westminster goes so far back to the pre-Norman times, and it was actually built from 1042 to 1052, completed in 1060, and it was consecrated in 1065, which is 1 year before the successful Norman invasion in 1066. But the present church, as you can see here, was actually built between 1245 to 1519. And this period went through from King Henry III to King Henry VII. And the style, as you can see right now, is a perpendicular Gothic style added by Henry VII. And the Gothic style is characterized by pointed arch, flying buttresses, and rib vaulting on the inside. There's so much fascinating stories to this beautiful church that I just encourage all of us to just read upon and go see for yourself. And so, what we just walked through is the West Cloister, which I will walk it again. And actually, the monks spent most of their time here, and it was actually not open in the past. It was actually closed to protect from the bad weather and provided a good time in the summer sun. So please enjoy these clips from the service. Video was actually not allowed, so I only took very brief clips out of respect just to show you guys. So please give it a quick look. It is definitely quite different from the church that you probably go to. So after service, I decided to walk around Westminster and just go see some sights for the very, very first time, as those were the things that you only saw on TV or on the internet. So it's really good seeing them in person now. So please enjoy some clips of these, ranging from the London Eye to Parliament. So it's time for all of us to go home, as that is the last stop on our vlog today and our journey. Thanks for coming along, and I'll see you guys soon.